Shalom. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Wakakwadash, and double honor to the apostles of GMS, and to the bishops, to the elders, and to all the sincere brethren that are laboring the truth across the world, and also to all the sincere brethren and sisters that are listening to the truth. So I pray this may be another edifying lesson to the flocks, and whether the Most High want to hear this message, and let it be heard. And before I begin the lesson, I will introduce the true name of the Father, which is Yahweh, and the names mean He exists. And the true name of the Son is Yahushua HaMashiach, which means the Redeemer or the Deliverer, and He's only coming to redeem His people, which is the nation of Israel, which would identify them as the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, which scattered on all four corners of the world, and it looks like the other nations and practice the custom of the other nations. And with that, that'll be the end of the introduction. So the title for the lesson is basically be content with what you have. So basically we have to be content with whatever we have. It could be like a little money we have. It could be like you have just like a, because I remember like last year or a few years ago there was like I think I saw like a picture online. It shows you like different people from different positions. You have somebody in a wheelchair, and that person in a wheelchair be like, oh man, I wish I can just walk on a, I wish I can have the ability to walk, even if he's like on a walker. And you have the person in a walker is like, man, I wish I can just be walking normally. And the person that's walking normally be like, man, I wish I have like a bike. And the person that have a bike be like, man, I wish I have a motorcycle. And the motorcycle be like, I wish I have like a car, and so on and so on. So everybody's wish like they have something they already have. So basically what I'm trying to say is like you have to be content with whatever you have. If you have a car, don't be like, oh man, I wish I have a luxurious car. What you fail to realize, like if you have that luxurious car, it's gonna bring you more stress. You're gonna have to maintain it. What if you have like, what if you like have like in a car accident? You know how much money it's gonna cost you to fix that car? So you have to basically be content with whatever you have. So I'm gonna read the book of Hebrews chapter 10 verse, no, Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5, and I'm gonna read basically in the New Living Translation Bible. And it says, Hebrews 13 verse 5, don't love money, be satisfied with what you have. So basically don't love money, basically don't worship the money, don't throw yourself away for money, because you know that some people, when they love money, they do anything to get money. So don't be that person. For the Most High has said, I will never fail you, I will never abandon you. So basically the Most High said, it will never basically disappoint us, it will never leave us. Basically it's gonna be always with us. Like when you read the book of Proverbs verse I think it's like Proverbs 30 and 8 if I'm not mistaken, when it said, give me neither poverty nor riches. Let me find that real quick. Proverbs, where you at? Yeah, Proverbs 30 and 8, where it says like give me neither poverty nor riches, feed me food convenient for me. So basically the Most High said like basically what that says is like don't give me poverty, which like you don't want to be too poor or too rich. Too rich. Like when you're too poor, you're gonna curse the Heavenly Father. You're gonna be like, why is it me? Why am I struggling to pay my bills? Why I'm struggling to buy a car so I can go to work? Or if you have too much, it's basically you cursing the Heavenly Father. But when you have too much, you'll be like, why do I need to worship the Most High when I got everything I need? So you're gonna be like a balanced state, man. Not too much, not too little, just enough to function on your daily basis, basically, man. And I'm gonna go back to where I was. It said like I will, for the Most High said, I will never fail you. So the Most High is not gonna fail us, and I will never abandon you. So basically the Most High will never leave us or forsake us, basically, man. And I'm gonna read Philippians 4 verse 11 and basically to 13. Philippians 4 verse 11. And Philippians 4 verse 11 says, not that I was ever in need, for I have learned how to be content with whatever I have. So he will say like not that he was ever in need, so he's like he has learned like to live, he has learned how to be content with whatever he has. So basically what that's saying is like you're gonna have to be able to learn to live, which is like a basic needs. Like basically, you have to learn to live with just like I would say simple stuff. Like you don't really need to buy like an X. I can break it down to like a watch for example, like a watch that costs I don't know on an expensive watch, I don't know, $20,000, or could be even higher than that. And versus like you buy like a watch for $20. There's when you really look at it, both like a $20 watch and a watch that costs $20,000 will tell you exactly the same thing. The time will be exactly the same. It's not gonna be like a special high quality, high definition time. It's gonna be the exact same time. It's right now it's 8:05. Like a $20 watch gonna give you 8:05. $20,000 watch gonna give you 8:05. So basically, you just have to learn how to live with your basic needs, man, and so you can be happy. You don't need like a $100,000 car to drive around. A $5,000 car can get you the same destination as a $100,000 car. Really make no difference. So basically, learn how to live in simplicity. I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. So basically, he said that he knows how to live on almost nothing. Almost nothing means like you can be like a homeless positions, or with everything mean like you basically can have like your basic need, like you have your, especially in this society, like in order to function you need like first and foremost a place to live. It could be like an apartment, or like a 3-4 bedroom apartment where you pay $2,000 or $3,000, or you can buy of like a regular size house, but you definitely need a car. It could be like a literally simple $10,000 car or $30,000 car, or you can buy like a luxurious car. So basically, he knows how to live like a both almost nothing and everything basically. I have learned the secret of living in every situation. So basically, learn how to live in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or empty. So basically, whether it's like on a full stomach or empty stomach, with plenty or little. So basically, you learn how to live in both sides of the coin basically. He knows how to live on the top or on the bottom. And you say, verse like 13 say, for I can do everything through Hamashiach who give me strength. So basically, we can do everything through Yahweh Hamashiach, which basically which give us strength. That's how you're gonna be learning how to live in on all situations. Once you have Yahweh Hamashiach on your side, you learn how to navigate through the world in any situations, whether your back is against a wall or you just like on basically like a very comfortable situations, because at the end of the day is the Most High Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah has put you in that position to begin with anyway. Let me see. First Timothy 6 verse 8, and First Timothy 6 verse 8. I'm possibly gonna start at 7, which says, 1 Timothy 6 verse 7 said, after all, we brought nothing with us when we came into the world. So basically, what that means, like when we were born, we came to this world having nothing. We simply came naked. So, and we can't take anything with us when we leave it. So basically, when we die, we don't take anything with us. The same way when we were born, we come with nothing, is the exact same way we're coming back. So if we have enough food and clothing, let us be content. So basically, if you have enough food and like a water and clothes to wear, you should be able to be happy. You shouldn't be worried about, oh man, I have like a two bedroom apartment. I have like a job that pay me like $50,000 a year. Oh man, I'm not too happy about that. I want a job that pay me 6 figure, like 100,000 plus. Or I need like a bigger house, a bigger mansion. What do you need that for? Like the more you have, the more stress you're gonna be having. So you should be content with whatever you have. And verse 9, but people who long to be rich fall into temptations, like I was saying earlier, like people who long to be rich fall into temptations. Because when you rich, it's not gonna be enough for you. Like right now, you have like a you have a 2-bedroom apartment. Now you be like, oh man, I wish I have like just one house to live. So now you bought yourself a house. Then the next gonna be like, oh man, yeah, it's a nice house and all, but I want like a mentions. So it's gonna be like a one temptation to the next temptation, just like you have a regular basic car. Now you want like a luxurious car. So it's never gonna be enough. You're always gonna be wanting more and more and more. And basically, say like, but people who long to be rich fall into temptation and are trapped by many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destructions. Yeah. So that's basically what happens. So people always longing for riches always become lustful of the desires of this world, basically, which is gonna come from one lustful desire to the next one, which means they'll never be satisfied, basically, man. And when you're not satisfied, it only leads you to destruction, basically. And when it says, like, verse 10 says, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Yep. So the love of money is basically the root of is the root of all evil. And I know in this world they always say money make people evil, and I would basically disagree with you in that. It's not the money that's making people evil, because money is just like a tool. Just like when you have a knife, a knife is not evil. A gun is not evil. It's basically your intention with it. You can use a knife for a good purpose or a bad purpose. It's literally neutral. It's the love of well, that's why I said for the love of money, basically your desire with the money, that becomes the root of all evil, because people will do anything is possible to get the money. Like you see people like if they wanna have like a certain thing, right? Instead of working for it, right? They probably steal the money to get it, or do something abominable. If the person wanna buy a car that costs $20,000, instead of spending like a year or 2 years to work hard to save money to buy it, they'll do something filthy, like become like a corn star or rubber bag, or basically unalive somebody just to get the exact money that they want to get that car. So that's because the person doesn't want to work hard, so he would have skipped through the line. Craving people something, and some people craving money have wandering from the true faith and perceive themselves with many sorrows. Yeah, so you're gonna be having people like that, man. Instead of like basically like the love of money, the desire of the money, make them go completely opposite direction, man. They might even leave the faith because of that, basically, man. So the next one I'm gonna read is basically Ecclesiastes 5 verse 10. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 10, which says, Ecclesiastes 5 verse 10, which says, those who love those who love money will never have enough. So basically, whoever loves money will never have enough, because they're always gonna be, oh man, I want more money. Like you can see that perfect example is like a Edomite, like Jakes by default. We don't as long as we have our daily needs, we're basically good. Like if you work on your job, you make $70,000 a year, $80,000 a year. You can pay your car insurance, you can pay your house bills, and you can pay for what else? Your mortgage, or you can buy your food for your family or your kids if you have kids. Once you get all those things covered, and what your monthly expense is gonna be, like if it's gonna be like a $5,000 or $6,000 on a monthly basis, and you put money aside for emergencies, we good. And Esau, on the other hand, doesn't think like that. Esau will make like $70,000 this year. Will be like, all right, let me see if I can make $80,000 this year. No, he make $80,000 this year. He's gonna be like, let me see if I can make $100,000 this year. And the next year is, oh, let me see if I can make 200 or 300, and so on and so on. That's basically Esau mindset. So basically, he'll never have like enough. Basically, since those who love money will never have enough. So basically, not only they will not having enough, they always gonna be wanting more and more and more. How meaningless to think that wealth brings true happiness. How meaningless to think that love will have true happiness. How meaningless would that be? That's what the scripture says when you like read the book of Luke chapter 16 verse 13. It said like no man can serve two masters. Either you choose one either you love one or hate the other. So if you men like that call yourself the men of the Lord, and your desires of this world, you basically foolish. Eventually, you're gonna hate it, the truth, and be like, and go back to the world and focus on the world. Because once you come to the truth and your desires of this world, you're gonna be like, man, the truth is basically in my way. You're gonna be like, man, I feel like I'm wasting my time in the truth. So what's gonna happen is you're just gonna crawl right back in the world. So basically, you can't serve two masters. You're eventually gonna uh, uh, go. Basically, you're gonna go and follow one. Basically, man. So that was the lesson for today, man. I pray that was another edifying lesson to the flocks. And whoever the Most High want to hear this message, and let it be heard. And with that, I'd like to say, Shalom.